So this is Emperor Joseph II with Grand Duke Pietro Leopoldo of Tuscany, and this painting was painted in Rome, Italy, and specific location of the work now is in the Art Museum across from the National History Museum in Vienna, Austria. And the artist responsible for the work is Pompeo Battoni, and he's Italian. The medium of work is oil on canvas, and it is a classical piece of art. And some historical relevance of this work is that Joseph II traveled to Italy, where he visited Rome with his younger brother Pietro. And like many other foreign aristocrats of this time, they would go on a grand tour of Italy, just to get acquainted with the other royals and just kind of put their name out there. And so the two of them had their portrait painted by Pompeo whenever they went and visited Rome. And it's unknown how long it took to create, but the work is dated in 1769. And this work is important because it shows us kind of like the power, importance, and wealth of Joseph II and Pietro. And I also think it helps us like conceive within our brains what these rulers like actually look like, even though they lived centuries ago. And some defining characteristics of the work is that the brothers are depicted in relatively simple dress for the time, and they are in a relaxed posture, and their relationship is actually expressed through like the gentle holding of their hands. We can tell that they are siblings, or that they have a familial bond. Historical contributions of the artist is Battoni is one of the most celebrated Italian painters during his day, and his patrons and collectors included royals and aristocrats from all over Europe. So he was a very very famous with the royal families. So he was very sought after whenever other young aristocrats would come and visit Italy on this grand tour, because everybody's like, I need to get my portrait painted by this dude. And I chose this work because I find that any paintings where the subjects are like looking right at the viewer, it always draws me in because it feels like quite personal, even though like I know that this is like, I think he became emperor later on, but it just like feels very personal and just really catches my eye. And Battoni's style of art fits in well within the classical period, as his portraits have restrained harmony and keep a more simple approach to the portrait by avoiding any extra grandeur. And a fun fact is that Joseph II was the brother of Marie Antoinette, who I will do a video about in a little bit.